What's up, folks? BillyGoat. And why are you spending 3 hours in the gym to lift weights? You ever heard of this guy named Mike Mincer? He was completely against that. Completely against it. If you're spending 3 hours in the gym, how are you possibly hitting failure on every set? Now, I'm not saying like if that's your place to socialize, that's your place to go and hang out with your friends, things like that, perfectly fine. But I am going to tell you right now that it's completely unnecessary to be in the gym for 3, 4, 2 hours. I mean, really and truly, should you even be in there over an hour? Very rarely do you see me in the gym lifting for over an hour. If I'm lifting for over an hour, I wasn't lifting intensely enough. And that's usually my opinion. I mean, that's usually how it works with me, is you work a little bit more intense. You do every set to failure, just about every set. Of course, you got to warm up. You've got to warm up the muscles, but 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 sets per body part, and you'll be good. You'll be wonderful. You'll be spectacular. Now, these people who go from bench to dumbbell bench to incline bench to dumbbell flies, why are you working the chest in 4 different ways? Now, I understand that you got to work the muscle from every angle, but why are you doing 5 sets of bench, then 5 sets of dumbbell bench, then 5 sets of incline bench, then 5 sets of rows, then 5 sets of, it just goes on forever, like literally forever. So why would you be doing that? Why? There's no point to be in the gym for more than 30 minutes to an hour if you work. Now, this is just my workout schedule, but I choose to lift full body twice weekly. I find that I get the same amount of gains, if not more, from just lifting those 2 times a week. It gives my body a time to recover in between the next lift, if that makes sense. Now, there's slap dab in the middle of my week, so I only get like that 24-hour period to recover. But by the time I get back into the gym to lift again on Tuesday, I feel great. Like, absolutely, positively phenomenal. So, I mean, I don't know how people are recovering. You're going 3 hours of hard lifting, and if you're really hard lifting, your nervous system gets shot. Y'all have never lifted weights, and then your body starts shaking after, and like shaking to the point where you just cannot get it to stop. You feel that brain fog, the staticness in your brain. Guess what? It's most likely due to the fact that you just shot your nervous system. And honestly, the nervous system is one of the hardest things to recover from. Like, if you destroy your nervous system, it is so hard to recover from it. I mean, terrible. It's a terrible feeling, too. Now, I'm not saying don't lift to failure, because that's usually what happens when you lift to failure. You'll shoot your nervous system, things like that. I'm saying you lift to failure for 30 minutes to an hour instead of 3 hours. You may get more benefit, and it's time-consuming and all this other stuff. And honestly, my time is the most valuable thing in the world. So, you think I really want to spend 3 hours in the gym lifting weights to get mediocre gains? No. If you up the intensity, train to failure, train to absolute failure, that means, what does that mean? You may even be getting like half reps in. Like, I'm squatting and I just can't get up. I made it up. Okay, cool. And I'll go down like maybe a quarter way, and I just know I can't. If I go all the way down, I'm not being able to get back up. That's a quarter rep. But the first maybe 10, 15 reps, I was beautiful form. You know what I mean? Maybe with curls. Curls are a great example of quarter reps. I can curl all the way up, and then when I come down, go, and then I just can't get it back up. You know what I mean? It makes sense, right? Now, you'll see Sam Sulek do it all the time, training to failure. If the best in the world, some of the best bodybuilders in the world, some of the best physique builders in the world are doing it, why shouldn't you? Back in like bodybuilder heyday, Mike Mincer was the man. He was the coach you wanted to be coached under. He was literally the man. And he agreed, he believed that 1 set per body, 1 set per exercise is all you really need. I believe 1 exercise per body part is all you really need. 1 exercise. So that may be 2, that may be 3, that may be 1 set. But all you need is 1 exercise per body part. And you just don't need to spend the 3 hours in it. There's just no reason. There's no reason whatsoever to be spending 3 hours in the gym. You're hitting your maxes? Cool. cool. Hit your maxes within 30 minutes to an hour. And honestly, you're not getting better looking. You're not building muscle. You're not getting stronger on max day. You're just testing yourself. So, why? And I see it all the time. I see people in there every week trying to max out. What is the point? You're not getting stronger within the night you went to sleep and come back in and go to lift again. You're not getting stronger, I promise. And if you just up that intensity, stop going and looking at the women, stop going and talking to your buddy, stop playing on your phone. In between sets, wonderful. Go walk around a little bit, get that lactic acid moving, maybe check your phone, shoot a quick text. But then right back to the set, right back to it. As soon as that lactic acid's gone, you feel like you can, your heart rate went from 130 back down to like that 100, 110 area, 120 area. Wonderful. Go get the next set started. Go get the next set started. It'll save you time. And honestly, the most valuable thing in life is time. If you can get the body of your dreams by working out for 30 minutes instead of 3 hours, would you not want to? I mean, it's kind of like simple logic. It's like what's that word I'm looking for? Common flipping sense. And not a lot of people have it. I know a lot of people don't understand training to failure. And you got to train your body to train to failure. But if you're in the gym for 3 hours, you're probably got your body's probably trained enough to be able to push it hard for 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe only 45 minutes. You know what I mean? If Mike Minter can build the body and build a ton of other athletes to the body of their dreams with one set, you don't think you could do it in 30 minutes, maybe an hour? There's no need for 3 hours, folks. No need whatsoever. None. You're probably undertraining. Let's be real. You ain't overtraining. You're probably undertraining and not pushing yourself hard enough because you're like, it's hour 1 and I still got 2 hours of lifting in here. You know what I mean? And if you would just crumble it all together a little bit, push yourself a little bit harder. Oh no, you're sweating. It's flipping exercise. You're supposed to sweat. Push through. Push yourself hard for 30 minutes to an hour. Set up 10 of your favorite exercises. 10 of your favorite exercises. You know what? Let's simple it down. Let's dumb it down even more. Let's go 6 of your favorite exercises. Don't spend more than 10 minutes on each one. If you are, you're spending too much time on them. I traditionally spend maybe 5 minutes on each lift. My bigger lifts, my compound, the lifts I'm doing for my sport specific lifts, I spend a little bit more time on them. My squats, my deadlifts, my push presses, my bent over, those explosive movements, my hang cleans, my power cleans, all those things, my explosive movements, I spend a little bit more time on them. I usually spend about 10 to maybe 12 minutes on that first set. Then the rest of them, I'm flying through the gym. I'm going from here to here to here to here to here to here, and everyone's looking at me like, what is this guy doing? Why is he running through the gym? Because I got things I got to do. I got a busy life. So I still got to get my lift in, so I will run to one machine to the next machine because I believe if I can let my legs recover while I'm doing my upper body, my legs are ready to go again once I get done with my upper body. It's kind of why I superset it just about every one of my exercises. It's because it's time preservation. Not to mention, it ups the intensity. Not to mention, it makes me work to failure just a little bit more. So, if you're spending 3 hours in the gym, guys, you're wasting time. Look up a little bit of Mike Minter and understand that you don't need to do that. You just need to train to flip and failure. Got it? You got it, folks. With that being said, I hope y'all had a wonderful, wonderful day. You found this informative. Maybe it helps you get to your goals. I'm not saying go be a lazy at the gym, but I am saying, like, if you're spending 3 hours at the gym, you're probably not working as hard as you should. And if you would just not be lazy and lay on a machine and lay on a bench, and I'm not saying laying on machines and laying on benches is lazy. Well, it is if you're laying there, but I'm saying that, like, y'all get what I'm saying. If you're not sweating when you're lifting, you're probably not lifting hard enough. You're probably not. If your heart rate isn't getting up just a little bit, probably not lifting hard enough. If your muscles aren't like, wow, I don't want to lift anything else, you're probably not lifting hard enough. And it doesn't take 3 hours to do it. So with that being said, BillyGoat flipping loves you, and y'all have a great, great, great day.